IKEA furniture for a camper van. Who knew it was such an interesting topic? Since I put out the original video a few months ago, I've had several questions about how the IKEA cabinets hold up in the rough and tumble lifestyle of life on the road. Let's take a look. My most popular video is actually about IKEA for van dwelling, and I've had so many questions about what's the quality like on the IKEA furniture. Does it hold up over time or does it fall apart? And that's what we're going to take a look at today. It hasn't been a year, but it's been a good maybe 8 months so far. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on what the furniture is actually like. What I use actually the most is the tabletop, I would say. Let's break out the stove and give a real quick demonstration. I normally use 2 hands for this. So this is basically also my cooking stovetop and my kitchen counter area. You know, I'll put out the cutting board here and everything like that. So this does actually get some water exposure, some liquids, some food particles every once in a while, and I just wipe it off and clean it up. As you can see, it's not that bad. There's really no dents or chips or anything like that. The bookshelf portion of the shelf is actually great. I haven't had a problem with any of these little connectors. They've stayed in sturdy. This is, I don't think it's solid wood, but it's strong enough that I haven't had a problem with them twisting out or anything like that. It's been sturdy. You can see I keep stuff in the back. There's a thing of mouthwash right there and a little toothbrush holder. I've said it before, but the library is probably my favorite part of the van, so it was important to me that these sections held up nicely, and I'm glad to say that they have. You can fit a good amount of books in the 3 sections here. I used to have about 3 of these cabinets just full of books in my last apartment. I gave away a lot of books and I sold some of the others. The ones that you see here are the ones that I've kept. I've got a whole cool video about the library. If you're interested in it, you should check it out. Now, these cabinet apparatuses are sold separately. Now, I think these type of cabinets are $15 a piece, and the drawers are maybe $20. I can't quite remember. I will check and see. Hey, I was right. Here's a list of the prices for each insert and the cost of the main shelving calyx unit. I thought it was $80, but it turns out the one I have is only $64, so you could pick that up and some cabinet doors and not break the bank. You can see it's kind of a mess. I need to clean it out and get rid of some stuff, but it holds together very nicely. The hinges are super high quality. The door is made of the same type of wood and it's strong and sturdy. Now, it doesn't come with these latches. I put the latches on myself, and you can see there's the other piece right there. That was maybe 50 cents at Home Depot, and that's super easy to do. You can do that, you know, in an afternoon just with the screw. You don't even really need an electric drill. You can, because it's hollow, you can just kind of screw them in there. It'll be more work, but it's possible. So I'm very happy with these cabinet doors. Now these drawers, I like the style of them and everything, but they're not as well built as the cabinet doors. Right off the bat, you can see it's kind of jangly. And you can see this, like it's not on this side, I don't know why, but some of the decorations and things are coming off on this side. And it's not just this drawer. It seems to be a problem. And, you know, this is exposed to lots of humidity, lots of different temperatures, heats, dryness sometimes, cold, hot, you know, all different types of elements. So I understand that it's probably not going to, you know, the adhesive on here isn't going to stay. But it's just kind of a bummer that I need to go back and fix this. I've also had problems with this cabinet just flying out when I'm driving. And these little twisty things, you can see, look, didn't start out with this gap. You can see in the footage from the original video, the Lego style instructions are solid, the construction is solid, and the components are solid. It's just months of constant use kind of wear away at it. Maybe I had a defective plastic screw. I mean, they really aren't made for the constant movement of being on the road, so I'll cut them a little bit of slack. They seem a little cheaper quality built. They were great when I first got them, but after extensive use for 8 months, they're kind of falling apart. Now, what I'm doing to fix this one is I'm probably going to put some glue in here. I've already put some Gorilla Tape on this one, and that seems to fix most of the problems, but look at that. That's not acceptable. That's no good. I think it really could be remedied with some glue, but we'll see. I think they're a good storage, and they keep things tidy, but if once a week they come apart and slide out and throw all of my stuff around the van, well, that's not very helpful. So what's kind of the verdict? Mostly, I'm super happy with the way the cabinet looks and it's holding together. The the big frame of the cabinet, which is the most expensive part. I think this is the calyx. It's about $8. It's holding together super well. I mean, it's pretty easy to clean. It doesn't stain too easily. I don't think there's any toxic residue that comes off from it. I like it a lot. These cabinets are absolutely fantastic. I definitely recommend these. With the drawers, don't get them unless you have to, I think, because they will kind of fall apart. And I don't know if, it's really only this one that's I've had problems with. These, you know, these are not so bad, but you get a little bit of it. In general, I think cabinets are the way to go when you're dealing with on-the-move type of camper vans. It's a good footrest, too. You can stretch out your hamstrings. That's my worst muscle. Worst stretching muscle. Barely touch my toes. Well, not at this angle, but you get the point. Yeah, so I really like how the cabinets turned out. I think it was a good buy. I also love how my most popular video is one that I have a typo in the thumbnail. It says IKEA furniture for a Campervan. I missed the M there. I'm sure all the views were actually wondering how I sell capers in a van, or that my next video might be me performing caper stunts, like robbing a bank. The former is probably more likely. That'd make a better video. If you're interested, check out the link below to rewatch how all these cabinets are made and all that awesome cool stuff. Let me know if you have any questions about the cabinets or questions about really anything else. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll catch you in the next one.